colossal temples of Abu Simbel sit on the shores of the River Nile in southern Egypt. They were built by the mighty pharaoh Ramesses II, whose reign lasted 67 years.
Hello and welcome to St. Patrick's Museum of Antiquities. Following the approval of our new budget, we will now be unveiling a once-in-a-lifetime exhibition of relics and artifacts from Abu Simbel in Egypt. For only 2 weeks, the museum will display the famous relief of the great Ramesses II smiting his enemies, and a small section from the sun god statue of Amun-Ra from the facade entrance of the great temple. As curator, I have personally employed various archaeologists, historians and Egyptologists to examine and to give visitors not only a unique and varied description of these artifacts, but one that contains limited bias. These artifacts are a symbol of Ramesses II's reign, so we will be exploring a royal and religious perspective that we will present to you. Between 1964 and 1968, a salvage operation occurred to save these monuments from being submerged and from total destruction. The museum aims to give all visitors the experience of a polytheistic society and also to highlight the various contributions of Ramesses. We will invest into building a smaller scale facade of the temple to aid in the presentation of this exhibition. We have also set up a political and cultural agreement with Egypt and the British Museum to secure these objects, and in order to protect them, we have developed a high-tech museum facility that includes military guard, security cameras, humidifiers, glass screens, security scanners, hand sanitizers, and controlled lighting to best protect and conserve these artifacts in their natural conditions here at our museum. We are also working closely with UNESCO to fund and restore various sections of the temple back in Egypt. The question of the ownership of the past is clear that they belong to Egypt, but as humans, our need to view and physically understand the past is important in various aspects of self-development and also the study of history. This issue is one which must be addressed in order to continue interest and tourism of these sites. The museum looks forward to welcoming you and sharing with you a piece of culture from Egypt.
At number 48 is the amazing, the extraordinary, the mystical Abu Simbel. I have to say, I am surprised at how many of you have actually been here, but then again, it just proves what a well-travelled lot you are. The 2 temples at Abu Simbel are close to the Egyptian border with Sudan and were built for Pharaoh Ramesses II as a symbol of his power. He dedicated one to himself and one to his wife. I wonder if she liked it. These 4 statues of Ramesses II are quite an intimidating sight. Standing at almost 70 feet high, they've been guarding the entrance to this temple for over 3,000 years. The temples are cut from rock, and unbelievably, the whole thing was moved 60 metres to higher ground in the 1960s to prevent it being flooded from a nearby dam. You'd never know it. And what you all say about Abu Simbel is how incredibly dramatic it is when you enter the temple for the first time, and I have to agree with you. There's a unique atmosphere and feel to the place. Like that of an adventure, perhaps. Indiana Jones in a baby blue suit. Okay, you're gonna have to work with me on this. Indiana Jones bounding through ancient Egypt. Every doorway could possibly lead to unexplored labyrinths. Sorry, must be the heat. Now, Egypt has some very big fans indeed. Amongst them, the lovely Amanda Holden.
Just historically, I just think it's the most amazing place, full of mystical magic and spirituality.
The lovely Maura Stewart.
Extraordinary. I would recommend it highly.
And of course, the lovely Sheila Jones. That's right, Sheila Jones from St Albans. Now, when Sheila came here for the first time, she was so overcome with emotion, she actually cried.
Hello?
Hello, is that Sheila?
It is?
Sheila, hello, it's Craig Doyle here.
Oh, good heavens. Abu Simbel, been back 3 times now. The wall paintings are so beautiful. And to look at the history and to be told the stories of what the paintings mean, it's so magnificent. Words can't prepare you for it. Abu Simbel is the highlight of Egypt.
Well, having explored Abu Simbel a little for myself, I can see why you're all so enthusiastic about the place. But to sum it up best, let's borrow from Wendy Briers of Wilmslow. She says, fools can't explain it, and wise men never try. Well, that shut me up.
The museum will attempt to highlight the relationship between Ramesses and his wife, and the skill of the laboured Egyptian workforce, and how their fears of the deities were reflected in these monuments and provided them with the justification of their ethical and cultural codes. We also kindly ask you to pay a small tourist tax or simple donation to help support and fund our involvement with these artefacts. Thank you.